Oh, we're live. We're it. Stop, Joel. Alright, get in there. Hi, guys.
How do you like me now?
Todd, where are you?
Ready? Harmonize. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? I mean, you guys, let's just do yourself. Good idea, Tom. I'm gonna take it back.
Hello, everybody. Here's the crew.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Keep it going.
Yeah, we're live. They're saying hi.
Alright,
They're
what's
saying
up? How's it going?
hello.
Can we flip it?
So what's up?
Flip it and reverse it?
Flip
What are
it.
they saying?
Yeah. We got questions yet?
No, they're just saying
Well, could you actually explain the t-shirts you have on?
Yes,
I mean,
I
I
can.
just happen to know
Good
that.
man to know.
Edibles at Night is here.
Yeah, we're here. And
Yes.
We need haircuts.
You guys do need
So, yeah, but unfortunately we would have to go to Philadelphia. There he is, Uncle Bob. This is my Uncle Bob.
Woo! He's our personal stylist.
Personal stylist right there.
We need help.
But the thing is,
Edibles
when
at
he's not
Night
here, where do you
t-shirts,
go?
they said.
We go to
Sears?
Come in, Norm.
All right, step on in.
Uh-oh. That's my Aunt Janet.
Hi.
All right.
All right, come in there.
Janet and Bob, I guess, are responsible for that hairstyle over there.
No.
Wait a minute.
They don't want any part of
We've
it.
been trying to get out
They
here.
don't want any part of
They're
it.
trying to change it. Look.
Okay.
We just want him to cut his bangs a little bit there, you know, I mean, you know,
bang trim.
It
Michael.
looks
They
toothbrushed back.
See that? You can see his face when he combs it
Give
back.
him a schmohawk.
Oh, dude, a lemo hawk.
No.
There it is.
There it is.
All
All
right.
right,
What's up?
we got some questions.
All right.
What do we got?
This is the limo story here. That's what we're going for today.
Oh, Lemo story.
Yeah.
They're asking questions though.
Okay,
do we
what
wanna
were
know?
the
Let's
questions?
start with that.
Okay, what is everyone's favorite guitar in the store?
I'm holding it. Perfect.
Brandon?
Ooh. I really like the Eric Johnson Strat. We had two and I bought one of them and I really like the one that's still here. So,
John, what do you say of it?
Les Paul Special TV.
Whoa, not messing
I
around.
like the straight American.
Elite.
Yeah.
Really?
It's made
That's
right.
only because it was the closest guitar that he could reach. Todd,
55 white guard.
Oh.
White Guard Telly.
It's made
And,
by Fender.
We have a blonde ES330 in the back that's almost like me.
Oh,
But I'm
yeah.
gonna take my wife's, thing, and she always says, you know what my favorite guitar is? And I go, what? She goes, a sold guitar. So,
Very good.
so what about, what's your favorite guitar there, Uncle Bob?
The Stratocaster.
Okay.
Absolutely. And one of them is the blue one that Michael owns. The
Oh,
custom
yeah.
shop.
Or the first Fender he ever had.
That's
That's
a
Okay, so
Strat.
there we
That's
go.
really-
Here we go. So we're gonna just talk about, Michael, you were saying 19 years ago,
Correct.
almost to the day.
July, I don't know if it's second, third of 2000.
Wow.
Me, his father, and Janet and his mother were at Sam Ash for the July 4th sale, and Michael got his first electric guitar.
Yes,
Fender
I did.
Squire.
Fender
was the
Squire.
amp?
It all
Like,
started with
what
a
was the
Squire.
amp back
And I got a
then?
little Marshall amp too, like a little
Okay.
practice amp.
All right.
And my mom already had a guitar when I was growing up from her, I think her father, like he wanted them to be like the Partridge Family because she has like 8 brothers and sisters.
Ah,
And
that's
she
what
had-
happens when you don't have
That
birth
would have been more
control.
like the Von Trapp family.
Yeah, the Von Trapp, yeah. And so I used to sit out there and play her guitar, and then I was like, I want lessons, and then they took me to church. Literally, they took me to church, and I was like, wow, this is not what I wanted to learn. I love Van Halen, and So I played like nylon strings, and then sure enough, so I kept dabbling, and I stopped, and then right when I was at 11, it was like game on. It turned a corner where I was like, I need an electric guitar. And I actually remember sitting in a twin bedroom with my brother and flipping through the 4th of July sales, and yeah, it had to be a Strat, and so I got a black Squire Strat with the white guard, like looks like Clapton's maple neck, kind of.
Everybody starts on a Squire. Squire's a great beginning guitar. And,
You know what? It was the perfect
it's
guitar to
usable.
start with. Yeah.
And he made it sound great.
Yeah, it sounded
Like
great.
everything else.
And but yeah, so I picked it up then, and then after that, I got Norm's disease, where I just started getting a lot more guitars, and I couldn't.
Well, his
couldn't help
friends
myself.
probably started telling him it was cool. You know, prior to that, his folks were telling him it was cool. That never works. It's
Actually, you know
always when
what?
your
Believe
friends
it or
say it's
not,
cool.
Believe it or not, it was cool when I first picked it up, because skateboarding was like the big thing, and then like hip hop really hit hard, especially in the Philadelphia area and outside of Philadelphia. Like really, like 50 Cent and Eminem came out, and it wasn't cool with my friends. And I actually had a time where I wanted to kind of stop, like a little bit, and I was like playing basketball. And my parents were like, this kid's an idiot. He's so bad at this. And he can play guitar like anything, but it wasn't the thing. It was all rap music. And then finally in high school, I went to kind of a more alternative school where like bands like Velvet Underground and the Strokes were really cool, and the Beatles and all that. And it kind of got me back into realizing how cool guitar was. It's funny. It sounds funny because I almost had the opposite when I was growing up. Like all my friends were like, they'd make fun of it and stuff, and I was like,
Really?
yeah.
Well, we make fun of him here, but we love him. Yeah, so. Joel, what got you into guitar?
My dad had one, and I wanted to play it, and I kept beating on it, and my parents decided to buy me a guitar.
How old were you?
I was 8.
Wow.
And my first guitar was a hat, and it's an acoustic guitar, and the strings were probably that high up the neck.
Was it nylon or?
No, it's acoustic, and then
Oh, cool.
I sold that in my own hosted garage sale.
No
So me
way.
and my friends used to dig in the dumpster, Lifetime Audio, dig out all the speakers, and then I
He's still doing
put
it.
everything in the paper.
And I will say that Joel, when he first came to work for me,
Here you go.
Oh,
Here comes,
he
here
was-
comes
trouble.
Solution
he was
Tales
my
right
son's roommate, and Joel would say, come on, let me be your repairman. And I would kind of to screw with him, I'd give him some guitars that were sort of impossible to fix. Just to drive him nuts. And he would come back and he actually had them playing. So I said, well, if you can make this thing play, then you can work for me. And he's learned a lot since he's been here, and he owes me his life, So.
There we
Now,
go.
Todd,
Yeah, what about Todd? Todd, you had a crazy guitar. What, the picture of you
Okay,
holding that?
so my first guitar was a Washburn A20, which is this really crazy kind of explorer-esque looking flame thing. And I had a friend that played guitar. I was 11, and my dad took me to American Music in Oxnard and said, "What guitar do you want?" And I just looked up and saw this crazy like Metallica looking guitar.
Yeah.
Actually, next to it, before that one, there was a Travis Bean. It had a metal headstock, and that was one I really wanted. And then my dad was like, he kind of explained what that was. He's like, you don't want to play that, whatever. So I got this Washburn metal guitar, and he was like, oh, it's a great guitar, neck through body, sounds like a Les Paul. And I loved that thing for 1 year. Then I got into like Nirvana and all that, and they were playing like Fenders. And it took about 20 years for me to really appreciate the Washburn A20. And it's a
Yeah,
really
you
great
love it.
guitar.
You were
I
talking
love
about
that
it
guitar.
yesterday, yeah.
It's one of my, to this day, one of my best sounding guitars. Has DiMarzio's. And yeah, it was like I skateboarded, played sports, all these things that I completely sucked at. Just horrible, but I really kept up with it.
See that? It's all the guys that couldn't play sports that turned to guitar.
And then, yeah, I got a guitar and I was like, oh yeah, you know.
Yeah, I was playing travel ice hockey. Can you believe that?
You were?
Yeah.
They want
That
to
was
hear.
my
They
life.
want to. They keep asking to hear guitars. They want to hear you guys play.
All right, all right.
What about Brandon? Wait, Brandon.
Brandon,
Hey,
what was your first?
I'm like the same story. I was 8 and I got a mini Squire Strat, but it was in like a package where it came with one of those little crate amplifiers, those like little things. So I was 8 and I got that because my dad was just really into music. And then yeah, that was pretty much it. Like I also played basketball and I was a bench player, so I quit.
You were a bench warmer.
I was it was basketball and tennis that I tried to pursue. And then when I was really bad at both
I guess
of
it's
those,
the
I
same
There's the
story.
common theme.
But here we go. Now,
Here we
John,
go. She's
When
gonna
you
redeem it.
started, did they even have a guitar? Was there such a thing?
Wait. No, I started at 8 years old. I took piano lessons. 2 years.
Yeah.
Then I went and I saw the movie High School Confidential, and Jerry Lee Lewis is ended up back playing that. Come back to my teacher, said, I want to play this stuff. I want to play Little Richard. She said, no, you have to learn Song of the Volga Boatmen.
I don't remember.
I said, I'm out of here. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So, then the next thing was, I was always into music, Elvis, all that stuff. But then I saw the Beatles, and that was it. I was getting a guitar. And first guitar was a St. George, which I didn't get in church. And I had a Fender Champ. So that was good, but then I worked all summer and I went down to Manny's in New York City, bought a Gretsch Tennessean and a Vox tube amp.
Wow.
So
That's a winner.
You have no idea how profound the Beatles on Ed Sullivan were to so many people my age.
Absolutely.
John's even older than me. He doesn't have as much gray hair as me, but
than Norm.
You know, John, you know, they sent him out from the home over here. And then,
That's why Norm has me here, because he can always say there's
I want to
somebody
have one
older.
person older than
Yeah,
me.
that's the whole
And Uncle Bob, he's younger than me, but you know,
Little
but were the Beatles important to you back
Oh,
in the day?
absolutely, absolutely. I was
You
more
love
of a
the
Stones
Stones
guy,
too,
though, I gotta
yeah.
admit. You know, when they hit on Ed Sullivan, that was much more kind of world-shattering to me than the Beatles. Because the front man and the bona fide, the you know, guitar lead and everything really, it really caught my imagination. But I did wind up playing guitar.
But you play saxophone.
I did later on, yeah. I mean, when the Beatles and the Stones were breaking, I was playing classical piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that goes to show you how much that would shatter worlds.
Any more questions?
There's a lot. It's just
yeah.
they want to hear you guys play. And we're already 12 minutes in, so
Any wacky questions? They
probably.
can't answer. This one's on here.
Sorry that the quality is we're going through an iPad, so and a brand new iPad too. Get in here, Todd.
What?
We playing.
We should all I think we're tuned like a half step apart from each other. What are you thinking, man?
Where's that? Yeah, I was gonna say, where's that bass, Todd?
Did he I'll do one of those songs.
He's just taking my riffs.
All right, come on.
Did we talk to Aunt Janet?
Yeah.
What was
Yeah,
your
Janet.
first guitar?
What was your
They
first
want to hear
guitar?
them play.
Were you attracted to the musicians or?
Believe it or not, that's how I met him. He was in my girlfriend's brother's band. Tommy
Oh,
Golden
man.
Yeah.
taught you a little bit about the guitar.
No accounting for taste.
All musician friends.
Thanks, Norm.
Didn't your folks say, you know, I'm a doctor
yeah.
or, you know, something?
My
Like, why?
father-in-law
He's a
grilled me,
musician?
let me tell you, because I did not have gainful employment when we were dating. I was trying to play music and make a living. That lasted about 2 years, and then we got married and I had to get a real job. Cutting hair.
All right, let's go,
But
guys.
anyhow, we're gonna let these guys play a little bit.
We don't know how to play it, yeah.
Brandon, we want to keep this, you know, like in the, like, you know, we want to
Fourth
go
of
away
July.
from the
Western.
Middle Eastern scale.
Norm hates when I play half steps.
I
He's so
like
mad.
when you play acoustic stuff. There it is. All right, Limo,
He's
take
so
it.
mad.
We need help. This just proves one thing. You get what you pay for. If you want your money back, whatever you paid for this,
It was
you're
free.
gonna get it. It was free. You're gonna get, it's worth every penny of what you paid for it. And, sorry about that, but,
All right, questions.
all right, what other
Any more?
They
questions?
said they need a drummer.
Oh. We got a drum
That's
set.
okay.
We do have a drum set.
Drummer.
What song did we think this was?
Edibles
Holding
at
on.
night.
Yeah,
Holding on to the years.
yeah.
Somebody shaved their legs for this, he said.
Ooh, it's gotta be Tucci.
Oh, you mean Two Cheeks?
Two cheeks.
Two cheeks.
Any other questions for this mess here?
There's so many.
I
don't even wanna-
Why are you laughing, Jen?
Ah, there's too many things.
Yeah, any
They
questions?
said loop it, Mike.
Loop it on, man.
I was
Nah,
gonna
it's
say,
okay.
Yeah, use a looper, percussion with the looper.
Can only do so much. Gotta hook it up. All right, I'll do the.
What do you do?
All right, you do something.
I just do something?
Get an acoustic if you're gonna do something.
Ooh.
They asked, how do you deal with so many different neck sizes and shapes? Good. On different
You
guitars.
know what? That is a good question. Some guitars, so that they make you play obviously different things, but I mean, I don't know. You just kind of go for it. Certain things I won't play on like a 50s telly or something, you know. But certain, it's deceiving. Sometimes you think, or people think a big neck will be harder to play, but sometimes it's actually easier.
Sometimes it's easier to wrap around a bigger neck.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So
That's kind
just-
You
of
get used to
experience.
it pretty
Yeah.
quickly, too.
Yeah.
It takes about 30
And
seconds.
playing 10 or 20 guitars a day, you just
Yeah.
kind of broadens your reach
It's,
overall.
yeah, I would say it's just as important as it is to listen to a lot of music, different kinds of music. It's important to play a lot of different kinds of guitars too, because you know,
You become less
especially
picky.
Yeah, you
You
become
definitely
less
become less
picky. You
picky.
realize what they can do. If you're ever in studio work and stuff, man, you're going to be playing different types of guitars. I mean, you can, you know, Strats and Les Pauls will get you through a lot, but what's going on?
Stuff that they're saying.
Are they
Uh-oh.
partying?
Yeah,
did
they're
they say?
partying. I don't even want to repeat it.
You don't want to repeat it, all right, there you go.
Then somebody said I I didn't want to say that.
I waxed my taint for this.
Whoa!
Wow.
The entertainment's in the comments.
Mom,
Get off there! Mom! Told
They
you
say
not
play
to
a
go.
jag.
And ditch
I'm
the
playing a
start.
Stang.
Jazzy Jag.
You're gonna get
Start
around.
playing. Yeah, play a jag.
Hey, wait, there's a good question.
Go, say it.
All right,
What's
what's
the
that?
oldest guitar in the store?
Oh,
Is it
nice.
nice?
Well, we've got
Civil
a
War
couple
era.
Martins from the
Nice.
1800s. We've got one from 1908. We've got one from 1902.
Wow.
That
There
kind
was
of
a
thing.
mandolin from like 05 or 04, wasn't there?
Yeah, we've got some bowl-back mandolins, things like that. We've got an F5 Lloyd Loar from 1923. But you know, when it comes to like Martins, the prime era for Martins is anywhere from the late 20s to the mid 40s. Those were the most prime years for Martins. And the 30s in particular were when they had the design really nailed down and all that. So, you know, for Gibsons, it's kind of, again, you know, for acoustic guitars, you know, probably in the 30s and into the 40s. But for electric guitars, it seems like 59 was a renaissance. That's the year that everybody seems to really dig because they got all the designs really put together properly.
Oh, Mike went to go get a different
Here's
guitar.
another good question.
Okay, what's
What's
another?
your favorite pickup?
What's your favorite pickup?
Not your pickup line, just favorite pickup on the guitar.
What's your favorite pickup?
Strap
Brandon,
pickup.
get an
Yeah.
acoustic.
Strap pickup, definitely.
Strap pickup?
50s or 60s strap pickup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Norm, what's the oldest electric in the store? You have
Um,
any before?
The oldest electric, there are some from the 30s in here. There's,
Asking about Norm.
What's that?
They said, "What's up with your shirt? You going bowling after?"
No, that's the Charlie Sheen
You
shirt
wanna
from
be,
2.5
listen,
Men. You wore those, right?
yeah, let me just tell you guys something. At the
Are you going
At
bowling?
the old age home, this is perfectly in style. And let me just tell you about bowling. We used to have actually a bowling league from my store, and it was called the Guitar Homos, just so you know. So it's not exactly
God,
politically
Nor.
correct, but when people saw the name on the back of the shirts, we used to get a lot of crap for it. But we loved it because that's what we like, is controversy, and we like to wind you guys up.
So funny. All right, what do you have now, Mike?
I got a Jag, like they asked for.
All right,
72.
let's play it.
Brandon, you got a Larrivee,
Larrivee OM10.
and Todd's got a Mustang.
Mustang
base.
days, yeah.
All right, play a little bit.
All right, what have we done on our episodes that we actually know?
Do you know Young Americans?
Whatever you've done on your episodes you didn't know. But
He's
I'm gonna try to get it right.
Play something else.
Let's just do bump it.
Something simple.
Just A to G.
What's his name, right?
That's all.
So the next time we do one of these, we're gonna actually practice and get something straight.
That's what they're
So-
suggesting.
Yeah.
They suggest as
Well, I suggest lessons and practice. But, no, actually, it's a lot of fun. And we love doing this for you guys. And whatever you get, strictly off the cuff here, you can tell that we're putting a lot of thought and energy into this. We're not. But we're having fun
All
with it.
day.
Like this one says, Mike, why do you do this? Love mom.
What?
No, kidding.
Come on.
I
No, any
I
other
I like
questions?
Tucci manning the comments.
Yeah,
That's it.
All right. John, what?
They're just
what else-
rolling. What?
What else we got? What else they
They
say?
already did ask the favorite pickups, right?
Yeah.
And we only heard strap pickup
What do
and
you like, Lemma?
My favorite
P90.
Pickup?
P90.
Probably.
Wait,
Uh,
is Jen single?
I like a Ford.
There's a question.
Ford.
Wow.
Is Jen single? Jen?
She's single and ready to mingle, baby.
She's single and
Yeah,
ready
she
to
is.
mingle?
What the challenge?
What?
Oh yeah, dude! Congrats.
Somebody's calling you already?
Can we get a date for Jen online here? We're gonna have a
Hi,
contest,
guys.
the Jen contest.
Yeah.
Let's see what Jen looks like. Let's see what she looks like. There she is. Let's go forward. No. Oh, sorry.
Everyone didn't shut the door.
Oh.
Oh, phone call. No.
Joel, I think they want it on selfie mode now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
They want to see Joel.
All right, well,
Dance
listen,
the
we're
question.
terribly sorry about all this, but it was, we wanted to kind of give Lemo his chance. We got his family over there, to explain himself. anyhow.
last chance.
Yeah, it's not his last chance, but we wanted him to explain himself. And Uncle Bob, how was he as a kid? Was he a good kid? And, was he,
He was a good kid.
Oh, they all say that. Come on.
He had his spots. He had his spots. I had some great video of him.
Oh, phone call to Norm again.
You like the shirt, Norm?
Take it away.
For the shirt.
There was a positive thing on the shirt on there.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah, we can't go back.
we're
Did you ever see the video
gonna
where
auction
you were
the shirt
inside
off.
and Maria's-
It's gonna
Maria's
be,
trying to push
listen,
you,
this
and you
shirt
turn
is
around
the
and
size of a
smack
car
her.
cover. If you have a small car, this will probably fit it.
I like the shirt.
I like the shirt
You'd
too.
wear this shirt?
I would wear that shirt.
See that? Some people are probably saying I wouldn't wear it to a shit throw and use it as a shield.
It just doesn't come across on camera.
It doesn't look good on camera.
In person, it is.
It's great. You gotta see it in person.
Well, listen, my apologies to all of you guys. John Tucci, I'm sorry I got you involved in this.
Okay. Gets me out of the back room. It's fun.
Brandon, I'm sorry. Uncle Bob, Aunt Janet,
Oh,
Michael, Todd, Jen. Where are you at now back there, Jen?
Counting her money because she just oh, there she is. Oh.
What did she win? She won a trip somewhere?
She is the best head of hair.
All right. Anyhow, she's got a great head of hair. That's
yeah.
what the
Absolutely.
Lemos are saying. So we love Jen. We love the Lemos. We love Brandon. Sometimes we even like Joel.
We like him sometimes.
John, it's great. Totally Todd.
A little
Thank you
odd.
guys for watching this nonsense, and we'll see you on the next one. Next time we'll be a little more prepared. Or
This is our first one.
yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
and we love Norm.
Yeah, we
Thank
love
you.
Norm.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
My dogs
Cheer for
love
Norm.
Yeah.
How do you end this thing?
Like that.
Say thank you guys.
Please sign
and we'll
off.
see you.
Siri.
Because we'll still be here.
Stop.
Until then,
All right.
it's all on you, Mike.
What?
Alrighty.
Is it done?
It better be off.
It's on you.
Yeah, it's off.
I think it's off.
I'll check.
Yeah, Brandon.
Well,
check.
that was,
All right, it's date night. I gotta go.
this is Sarah's birthday. I gotta go.
All right.
Goodbye,
All right,
Mike.
let's turn
Now we're
everything
gonna
off.
go.
We gotta go, guys.
Sarah's birthday?